Yeah. What's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, New England representative. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey yo, what it do is no, you know who it is. It's your boy King P, Bodega Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day on a Sunday. Let's go. Nobody
Anyone
banned today.
from the bodega?
No, nobody banned today. We chilling. We rocking out. Let's go.
That's what it is, man. And then also I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, number one contender, preparing for liftoff. Let's fly on your radio. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Conscious Pilot stays elevated above the clouds, you dig? And yes, brother Shuttleworth the God, he will probably join us a little later in the cast or whatever. And obviously he'll probably weigh in a couple of things. But yeah, we was like, he's like, start this shit, without me. So that's what we're doing, man. So yeah, for a weekend without a real big notable card, and when I say notable, I mean a fight that will kind of capture a casual's attention too. It wasn't a bad boxing weekend. I will say that. I will say that just start off with the Berlanga card. In terms of overall, the Berlanga card wasn't that. It was entertaining for what it was. But there are certain criticisms. But the one thing that I won't criticize too, originally I thought Eddie was gonna, we were gonna get one of those rare Eddie cards in the US that are straight up fades, because I know you probably saw this. The first two fights on that card were
the little guys are carrying the two best fights of the night, probably.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I was like, there were actual wars.
There's some fades. There were some true fades on the early card.
Yeah, it was Figueroa and was it Velasquez? Yes.
Yeah,
that was the opener one. And although I don't agree with the scores, because I think they were 90-91, they tore it up in the intro. There was some straight up fades happening. I was
that was an opener. That's what you call an opener, a proper opener.
Yeah, that was a proper opener. And then Antonio Vargas and Jonathan Rodriguez upped the ante on that one. I was like, Jesus S Christ, and honestly too, because I thought that fight, because when I mentioned it here, I thought that fight was something to watch, because like I said, I think Jonathan Rodriguez was the one that he said Cal Yafai into retirement. But they were hitting Vargas went down to round one, and then Vargas, I think he went down, and Rodriguez kind of uppercutted him and lost 2 points. And then Vargas got deducted 2 points for hitting Rodriguez when he went down, and then Rodriguez went down twice in the fight. But yeah, they were straight up fades. And then the last combination, it was it was funny too, because Vargas walked towards Rodriguez, and Rodriguez sat him down with a right with a 1-2. It was sickening. I was like, yo, this fight should be over. But he got saved by the bell, and I was just like, yo, there's no way in hell this court is Rodriguez corner is gonna let him out. And I picked Rodriguez to actually win that fight too, because I thought he would. But I was just like,
it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
No, hell, it was not easy. Rodriguez was just getting slowly after he scored that initial knockdown, which was a hard overhand right. He was just Rodriguez got although he had heart, he was just getting lumped up, and it was too much. His father had to pull him out, because the only thing that was going to happen was he was probably going to get stretched out for the count. Pause. So, but yeah, no, that I was like, the first two fights, I was like, yo, this might be a fade affair. And then kind of the third fight kind of brought things down to earth a little bit with Shakram Gaziev and Pablo Cesar Cano. And again, I seen me and P saw Gaziev in New Orleans, and he stunk it out ridiculously.
Gaziev sucked.
Is it Mir? He has that temperament. I'm not saying fighting skill, talent wise, but isn't he similar to on Andrade in the sense where okay, he gets a knockdown, he hurts the guy, but then he just goes on cruise control for the rest of the fight? Because every time I see him,
he sucks. It's not even the temperament. It's just the way he puts punches together is like not very good. Like, if he can't hurt you, it's like he's not going to do much. And then even when he hurts you, he's not a great finisher. He can't finish people.
Yeah, he can't finish you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, in the funny thing is too is like, I mean, he's. I mean, I'll say because I remember when P was talking about, to put money on check the 1 through 4, and because if he doesn't get you in those rounds, then the fight's gonna go the distance. And just look at his record, like all his KOs, with the exception of one, are within the first 4 rounns, and the only one past 4 is a fifth round stoppage.
Oh yeah, 5th round. Yeah, but I'm like, the reason why I was doing 1 through 4 for Giyasov was because Kano is older. He's gotten knocked out many times. The last time he got knocked out by Zorilla in 2 rounds. So I'm like,
but he came back. Didn't he have a knockout recently? He got an upset KO kind of on Pro Box, I think, his last time out. So he was kind of on the up and up in a sense.
He knocked out Zachary Ochoa.
Ochoa.
Yeah, he
was there to be. I mean, he got dropped early, but I felt like low-key Giyasov kind of got dropped. They didn't call it, but he kind of got.
He did get dropped, but they called it a slip.
He called it a slip.
But Giyasov,
bullshit. That was a bullshit call. He definitely got dropped.
He did, and Giyasov, I just feel like the first 4 rounds, dude is offensive, but it just seems like after the 4th round, he just lacks imagination, and then his defense is like laughable. Like, I don't know, he tries to be out some Roy Jones, Amir Khan type of shit with his defense. It's just like it's not working. It's just like in Kano, and like I said, Kano has been through the work. Like Kano has faced anyone, has faced the who's who, like. And he even knocked him down with a body shot, and he could have put dude away. But he just
that was a little weak. That was weak. I mean, I know they're talking about Stanionis because him and Stanionis are probably. I mean, that's a tune-up. Even though Stanionis ain't fought in a couple of years, that's a tune-up for Stanionis, in my opinion.
It is, and because there's nothing about Giyasov that makes me think he's going to dent Stanionis. Because if he can't, because he couldn't even dissuade Kano from actually stopping. Like Kano was landing some good rights here and there too. I was praying for the upset, catch him with something. Like I really wanted him to go, like to go away, but I think there was an incident with Kano, like he had that ankle, he suffered an ankle injury, and and then he couldn't continue because apparently it was a broken ankle, so they had to go to the decision cards. Of course, Giyasov won. But I try to see it with that guy because he did he had that fight with Christian Gomez, which I thought was a hell of a fight. It was a distance fight, but it was an entertaining distance fight because dude was getting lit up a lot, but he was still handing out punishment. Yeah, but like P said, I don't see it in that guy. Like I try to, but yeah, he lacks something. He lacks a lot of things that I think will take him to the next level. Certainly not against a Stanionis, but the only reason obviously what they eliminated was faces Stanionis is the fact that Stanionis hasn't fought in 2 years.
That's the only thing. But even then, I think that's not.
Bro, it don't matter. He'll still beat the shit out of him. He'll really make Stanionis look like One Punch Man. He'll knock him the fuck out. Like, he will get bodied.
Yeah, he's not. I always feel with the Kazakh style guys or whatever. I think Giyasov falls in that right. Isn't he like a Uzbekistan or something? Or no?
Yeah, he's Uzbekistan. I thought he was Indian.
Yeah, because he's a little darker. But I feel like he falls. There's either those killers or the Beck the Bully types. I'm just saying, he's more of the Beck the Bully type. And I'm not saying Beck's not a beast. I'm just saying he's not invincible. One of the invincible Kazakh style guys. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not. Like I don't think he is at all, man. But yeah, it's just like yeah, he's not it. Like I've tried to, but yeah, I'm not sold on dude. Like dude is gonna have to go through a lot to try to impress me again. But just watching that fight just brought back one of the few bad memories of New Orleans. You know what I mean? It's just like. And I was just like, yeah, this guy ain't it. I will say though, the co-main with Andy Cruz. Now I know most people got on Andy Cruz because he didn't stop dude. But truthfully, I don't hold. I'd say that it was a temperament. If he saw like Zamaripa, if he stopped him, that would have been great. But Zamaripa had never been stopped before. But then
he was surviving too. You know, every time he got rocked, he would instantly.
Yeah, I mean, he fought what's his name, Angel Fierro before, and Fierro can punch. So, you know, say he withstood it. So it is what he's got to
fight Fierro next.
Yeah, but what Zamaripa used to do was like every single time Cruz like lit him up too much, he put him in a fucking headlock. Like it wasn't not even just clinching; he just put him in a fucking headlock, and he did this multiple times. That was the shit that was pissing me off because the referee wasn't calling it. I was like, "Yo, like he's not supposed to put him in a bulldog headlock. Like, yo, you gotta let him do it." And Cruz, like, I mean, you could tell in the later rounds, like Andy Cruz was sitting on his punches, like he was, like you could tell he was really trying to get dude out of there. But every single time that Cruz was getting ready to like land a blow, like Zamaripa would reach up, grab him, put him in that damn headlock, and it was annoying.
He fought. It was weird to see a Mexican fighter fight like a boxer puncher and not engage and be a little negative, because usually you'll see the the Mexican style kind of out of the Mexican guy, but he fought not to get knocked out, which is a little weird for a Mexican fighter.
Yeah, it was, I mean, but make no mistake about it though. Cruz got lumped. Cruz lumped him up. And shout out to Android and Anthony Manzano. I see you in the comments. Android solid weekend of boxing. It was for a weekend that wasn't, it wasn't like a known fight weekend. And yeah, Andy Cruz looks slick as fuck. The boxing skills are off the chart. Yeah. Like Andy Cruz had. I mean, I'd say because I know people were saying like he's a light hit. He wasn't light hitting. Like he was trying to get dude out of it. This dude was just crafty enough just to keep himself from actually being KO.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna be a power puncher, and yeah, let's point he didn't get a KO. He just
I gotta give him like some slack because he did try.
He tried.
You could tell he's like trying to not be a slapper anymore. But right. I'm gonna give him some time because he's not gonna turn into a power puncher overnight. Yes, he's now learning to turn over his punches. Now it's turning over his punches and doing it in like succession, like to try to get someone out, not just throwing one punch to just get like he'll put his punches together while turning them over. He's getting the hang of it, so he just needs more time and he'll get all the slapping out.
Yeah, he will though, and I was still impressed with his performance, but it was just like this because the referee wouldn't stop the fight, and the Mexican wouldn't go away like he wouldn't go away like quietly. It just made it look it was just longer than it probably should have been though. But Cruz was still putting foot to ass, like he did what he was supposed to do.
It was still an A performance. I mean, not the KOs, so it's not an A+, but he won 10-0. I mean, what else can you ask for?
He did. And you can tell, the crowd. I mean, he has a little, the crowd was into his entrance and everything like that. So, dude has that charisma that that you can tell that's going to carry over, as far as it's going to go. Especially, obviously, with his never-ending feud with Keyshawn Davis. So it's like it's going. All these fights are they're going to be there waiting for him though, but. Yeah, like I mean, outside of the fight, just going a distance like that, because I don't fault Andy Cruz at all. However, though the main event, though, I'm sorry though, but I mean,
trash.
Yeah,
fucking trash.
Trash. Berlanga is trash. Like if this fight doesn't say that Edgar Berlanga is trash, I don't know what the fuck fight will. But this fight was trash. Like this dude had to fight dirty. Like dirty against McCrory, like because he got because McCrory was frustrating him early, so he was throwing he threw a headbutt, he threw an elbow, like low blows, like them PR specials was going, like Berlanga was straight up on his bullshit that night.
This fight confirmed.
Hey, yo, hold on, man. God damn, I ain't gonna just keep sitting here and motherfuckers don't acknowledge me. God damn it.
What up, LB?
What up? I mean, yeah. I was gonna see if like these niggas. I know these niggas now gonna go into the next fucking fight and don't say nothing. Like I was gonna like y'all can finish up that. Like these motherfuckers literally like what the fuck? I'm breaking my neck trying to get here. Like the fuck? Smack the shit out y'all niggas. What's good? Ring gang in this motherfucker. Let's go.
Oh, there you go, nigga. You could insert yourself, nigga. You
Pause, nigga. I ain't inserting myself, nigga.
Yeah,
Fuck, y'all niggas just talking like nah, cause y'all motherfuckers always get introduced. We wait, we introduce y'all niggas when y'all motherfuckers be late. We be like, oh, okay, hold on. Oh, okay, we see King P's in here. Oh, pilot. Oh, hold on, Pat don't be late, but y'all get the drift. Shit, here I'm sitting here.
What up, LB? I acknowledge you.
Oh, okay, thank you, my fellow light skinned brother. Damn. Shit.
Anyway, what I was gonna say was, like, this fight confirmed to me that, like, Berlanga is basically a super middleweight version of Victor Ortiz. Like, bruh.
Whoa. Now we sitting on Victor Ortiz, nigga.
No, in the sense of, and I'm gonna tell you why. No, I'm gonna shit on him.
Okay,
because he's the type where he's got some like fundamentals, like he's like can do everything mechanically right, but when things get tough and there's some adversity, he starts getting he just folds. Like he just gets dirty. He just doesn't. He can't deal with pressure. Pause. Like in any type of way, any type of adversity, he resorts to roughhousing tactics. Like anytime, you could tell he doesn't know what he's doing when it's time to.
I agree with. I agree with that. I like now that you explained it. I guess what initially made me disagree with you is just the baseline foundation of Victor Ortiz and Berlanga is like almost worlds apart. Like you almost have to be like world class to at least piss Victor Ortiz off or throw him off. Like Berlanga hasn't even gotten to that level. No, like you just could be you could be a regular nigga. You might could frustrate Berlanga at this point. Like,
and it's like honestly, it's his power, like his quote unquote power that kind of like with him, he has maybe it's me. When I watch him fight, I feel like he comes in with the mentality of I'm gonna clip you before you clip me, and it shows.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's a good way to put
it. God damn, nigga, you spitting. Damn. See, when I'm late, motherfuckers start spitting. Like, I need to be late all the time. This nigga King P in his bag, nigga. Like, okay, like, he does fight like that. You right.
There is no reason why fucking Paddington or whatever the fuck his name was should have been getting off that many shots at him. Like, and dude didn't even have power like that. Bro was
he has decent power because he was kind of spooking Berlanga. Like you could tell, like that left hook that caught him after that counter.
Yeah, that's why that nigga was fighting dirty. Like it took 2 rounds.
And Berlanga's fighting dirty. It seems like that's going to be something we're going to see, as his career. Because we saw the bite, obviously. Then there was a blatant elbow, like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
he was like dude was dirty, and then the low blows, like he was like
he's not crafty enough to sneak an elbow in like Holyfield or Tyson Fury.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that shit obvious as fuck.
It's a fucking umbak, nigga.
But it's like, dude, like Berlanga was walking into those shots.
He was.
Like,
Because dude, Corey isn't special. I mean, and I bet on him, but I feel like this: if Berlanga didn't get rough, like start doing unraveling and start fighting dirty, he would have lost that fight.
Yeah.
He made a business decision. He was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to throw it back.
Because it did throw Patty off. It did throw Patrick off.
It did. It reminded me, okay, I'm going to throw this motherfucker back. And you remember in Ipo when the damn amateur kid had his first fight, his first pro fight, and he was fighting that Zobber nigga? And the dude and his manager was telling him, like, look, dude, you already like got a losing record. If you lose this fight, that's it. Nigga, we throwing your gloves away. Like I'm not promoting you no more. That's it. And dude was like, he was getting spooked, like, oh shit, fuck that. I can't lose it. And so the Zobber goes out and he fights the damn amateur kid, who was like an amateur star in Ipo gym. And the dude the kid is boxing him up. But then he's like, man, fuck this shit. He started remembering what his manager said. So this nigga started fighting dirty elbows and and then he has and the winning. And it's like, damn, like you don't know these conversations. These niggas is like Berlanga. He like, look how Eddie was talking, son.
Yeah.
You knew if he struggled again, that's it. It's over. He had to win that. And that's what I feel like he did. He just did whatever the fuck he could to win that.
Before after Andy Cruz fight, Eddie's like, he needs a KO, and you never hear Eddie say, you never hear Eddie
dude, Eddie Hearn never gets that fucking deliberate and on some like, he needs a KO. Preferably in the middle rounds. I mean, remember, he did say, well, Eddie Hearn said this shouldn't go past 6 rounds.
Because usually Eddie will say
Did Eddie Hearn have money on this?
Usually Eddie will say something without saying it. This time he just like, this nigga needs a KO. Basically.
Yeah, basically.
He just fucking, I mean, next thing you know, he would just put a sign up like, yo, KO this nigga. We can't sell a Canelo potential fight if you don't KO this dude.
Yeah, exactly.
And dude looks shitty for the first 3-4 rounds anyway. Like, you can't even sell a fight with damn Johnny Beck right now, bro. Like, let alone a Canelo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andre in a comeback fight would beat this dude.
I felt for McCrory though, but I mean, with McCrory, like, he should. I mean, I know his temperament probably wasn't to get dirty back, but he needed to. Like, he needed to throw a headbutt. Like, he needed to do something deliberate to let him know, because you can't. A Puerto Rican. He's gonna, once he starts doing that shit, you gotta return that shit.
Just feed Pacheco already, bro. Just let Pacheco KO.
Yeah, like,
dude, I would have just fucking tackled this nigga. Like, fuck it. Like, if you fight that dirty, like, nah. Like, we're just gonna. I'm gonna just turn it into Fresco Kendo. Then fuck it.
Yeah, like this shit. Like his shit. Like, I was like, damn. Like McCrory's a better man. I would have body slammed that dude. Like, for that.
That's I know your ass. If you'd have spun around on one leg, you would have made a whole show about that shit.
Yeah, I would have body slammed and make sure his shoulder got dislocated or some shit. Nigga, like,
facts, because honestly, that's the one thing I really don't like in boxing. I take it personal when a motherfucker fight me dirty, because then it's like all bets are off. If we fight dirty, then yeah, I'm gonna really try to fuck you up, maim you, something. Like, I don't like I don't like that dirty shit. Like, niggas are damn get permanently fucking. Now I'm gonna start blocking punches with my elbow and stepping on. Yeah, I'm gonna really fuck you up. You fight dirty, nigga. Like,
and Blake was really trying to act like he did something. I'm like, bro, like, yeah, I mean, nigga, no one. Like, you can say you want Canelo, honestly, Eddie. I know.
I don't know if he could beat Canelo's brothers at this point, nigga.
Right.
Like, get the fuck out of here, like, dude. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's like I know. I mean, honestly, I know Eddie's. Saving graces. He has a great relationship with Canelo, but it's just like, if Canelo takes this fight, even the Canelo stands wouldn't even be able to defend it.
Nah, they will. Dude, Canelo fans will defend anything. If you could defend Yildirim, you could defend Berlanga.
Honestly, you know what? You absolutely right. Yeah, because Yildirim was some old bullshit. Absolutely.
I mean, I hit my bet with it. That's all I can really say about that.
I mean, with the Yildirim, they keep bringing up, oh, he was the Mando or something.
Dude, look, we gotta just stop this. Like, yo, niggas don't care about these Mandos and all. It's like, once you become a superstar, niggas don't care about that shit.
This is different Ryder. Oh, Ryder's the Mando. Okay, buddy.
Dude, why is it like? When's the last time you had a boxing superstar on that level who was literally trying to fight every bullshit Mando he could find?
Well, not on his level. I can't remember. Yeah, because I mean,
because it don't exist, nigga. Think about this. The last time Floyd took a fight like that had to be in Bruce Ellis. Think about that.
Yeah,
I can't think. I mean, was Berto a Mando? Maybe Berto, but that was like towards the
end. I'm not even talking about a Mando. I'm talking about like a level where it's like, come on, bro. You're not even fighting a world class dude that just like I mean, all these niggas. See, guys like Berto, Sambe, Mitchell. At least you can say they world class. They was champions. McCrory, this is a nigga that's supposed to be on your level. This is a guy. Look, McCrory's the type of dude where the gym on the other side of town, like on some Prop Joe shit, they bring them niggas over here to spar y'all.
Facts.
Like you're honestly supposed to beat that dude. It's like literally he's your equivalent of the niggas that y'all got on this side. He on the west side,
right?
And they just brought him over one time, and you struggled the fuck out of that with that shit. And Oh yeah, salute to everybody in the chat. I know I'm late.
Yeah,
What up,
Rome's in there, and Miss Rashid, salute to you. But yeah,
Android, what it do?
Yeah, Berlanga
Rome, you a funny ass nigga. Nigga feeling extra bright today. Light skin time, y'all funny. Damn. Like, share. No, we appreciate the love, liking and sharing. Good work.
Yeah, Berlanga's just like I honestly, like, I mean, yeah, like if you struggle with McCurry, like, honestly, because you know they fight together, they're gonna put that bullshit on pay-per-view, and I refuse to support any pay-per-view with fucking Edgar Berlanga on that shit. Like, bruh needs to be on a free preview. That's his level right now. I don't want to see him in no goddamn main event. Like, you know, and they made a big
free preview, like
oh, the chaos
that's a little much, but okay.
No, he's about right. Like, dude, look, bro. Like, look at the free previews PBC be giving niggas sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying
we be up here like, damn, this needed to be on the main card. Well, damn, this could be his own fucking main event.
Fat Joe's still trying to get, Fat Joe's trying to get his investment out there. So it's like they're gonna.
Fat Joe was hyping him up. I was like, yeah, congrats to my brother Edgar, do this. I'm like, but like I said, that's why Eddie signed him, because Berlanga has.
Yeah, Tracy, remember when he was in Top Rank? Tracy, he had his FaceTime with Tracy Morgan and shit. What this nigga do to
yeah,
bro, I don't know what it is. It's like, dude, these niggas want a Puerto Rican superstar so bad.
Please from New York, please from New York, so kind of like,
yeah, this is from New York, and
yeah, but they still selling, dude. They still selling the Puerto Rican angle like hard. Remember, they trying to do the whole rivalry with the Mexican and Puerto Rico, like stop.
Yeah, it's like, this is not a Mexican point. This is not a highlight or a watermark in a fucking Mexico and Puerto Rico rivalry.
You get a better fight if you just picked a random Puerto Rican and a random Mexican. You literally would, like, all right, okay.
A more competitive fight at least.
Yeah, shit. Like, all right, we got 2 Coronas over here. We got Mojo Pork over here. Go.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but either way, I don't think Canelo is gonna take this dude. And now, but I mean,
hey man, wait. Like, I mean, we don't know, nigga. This Canelo now.
Yeah.
We at a time we don't put none past none of these niggas, fam. Like,
well, currently at this time, because Canelo has 2 fights left with PBC, unless he breaches the contract, because I just can't see PBC bringing Edgar Berlanga to fight.
Tomorrow, quote unquote, we've heard it before, but tomorrow supposedly is the announcement of news. We'll see.
Oh, we'll see then. I mean, honestly,
yeah. I hope y'all have a Twitter poll ready for this one too.
I mean, honestly, if PBC decides to, it's either if Canelo decides to, to say, oh, hey, look, I'm going back, I'm gonna go do what I've been doing before. I'll go fight with Eddie again for a couple of fights and do that. And okay, then I'll believe that Berlanga fight is really in the works for something that can be possible happen.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that's in the works.
Yeah, it's just they
was selling it too hard for it to be in the actual works. But I don't put none past these niggas, man. Like, because when it's about preserving Canelo's legacy, these niggas will go all out. Like, remember, they turned the damn a 117, 111 fight into a 115, 113 for Bivol. Like,
all three.
Like,
that's insane. All 3.
Nasty.
Like, damn. Like, really? Like, y'all niggas saw the same shit.
But yeah, no. But I mean, overall, as an event, though, I mean, it was one of Eddie's more entertaining U.S. based cards. Because usually for what it was, though. But Berlanga, like, I honestly, I hope Eddie gets an investment return on Berlanga in some fashion.
He won't, bro. Because, dude, like, who? It's like they're not trying to look. They're trying to really just. I think Android posted up the little meme where the nigga on the stair steps. The staircase. Like, they're literally trying to like skip the whole line, and it's like at super middle. Look, if it's just, I don't know what they're gonna do with this nigga. I just don't know, because it's Berlanga. He's at the level where, like, if he was in a more dangerous division, he would have lost already.
At least pull Rosado out of retirement, get the Puerto Rican versus Puerto Rican thing or something. I don't know.
God, no, man. Let Rosado chill, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying
You as bad as these niggas. Like, you know what? We could bring back Rosado. Fuck it. You know what? Let's just bring back Felix Trinidad. Like Android said, I think it's going to be Bud. A part of me feels like it's going to be Bud as well because you see Bud's training. He's talking about it's going to be an American. Canelo already said, I'm never going to fight Bud. Then it's like, bro, who else you going to fight to get this money? Like
Charlo, but Charlo's not available. So
he wants Charlo bad.
He wants Charlo bad for whatever fucking reason.
Because Charlo is so unavailable. That's why he won him.
But they're reporting that PBC won't fully guarantee Canelo the money if he fights Charlo. Like they would rather it be.
It's the whole DAZN thing again.
Am I tripping? Or Crawford's more competitive fight than Charlo?
Yes. No, I mean, as much as
I can't say that.
Because of size.
Yeah. I mean,
size, and he's going from 147. It's
insane.
I can't say he'd be more. Do I want to see a Charlo fight with Canelo? Yeah, if Charlo was active and everything, but now, no. But even then, I just feel like his size and his temperament would at least let him go all out or make a push for it before whatever happens. Mm-hmm. But Crawford's skilled. Like, anything can happen when you got that level of skill. So, I'd rather just see the Munguia fight. God damn.
Yeah, and it's outside of Benavidez, which of course they've all confirmed that Benavidez he's not facing Benavidez. It's the only fight in which is sad that actually has heat, and this is the motherfucker's a whole undisputed champion. So it's just
this is the most blatant duck since when he ducked Golovkin.
It's the biggest duck of 2020 so far. I don't care what you want to say.
Yeah,
out of the 2020s, yes. From 2021 to now.
Easily. I mean,
you're right though. I can't refute it. Like that is the biggest duck.
You're making him move up to fight his own dude. Because Gosvick is under the Canelo banner now, so it's like he's moving up to fight, and you know what I mean.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
he really treating this like Mortal Kombat. It's like you can't fight Shang Tsung yet. Nigga. You gotta go to Goro, Kintaro, Montaro, this Zorro, this nigga like.
There you go,
nigga, you ain't no boss, nigga.
I think that's what it is. I think Canelo is like part of me thinks that Canelo is just trying to play the big boss thing, like trying to make it to where it's like, okay, if you want that fight, you're gonna have to like I think he wants to fuck Benavidez pause on the negotiations. Like you're gonna have to take it if you want the fight. I could see that happening. It's like, okay, Wolf. So they're saying that we don't have to fight him. Basically saying, motherfucker, we'll be fine walking away without you. So when we offer you a deal, you better take it. That's so I could see that happening, but I'm not going to give Canelo the complete benefit of the doubt. So
I can see that happening. They're already trying to do that, but the thing is, this is one of those instances where boxing media has to really hold Canelo accountable if he don't fight Benavidez. And even right now, it's almost like, dude, you're like really dragging this situation. So he really has this year to fight this dude, because if not, it's his legacy. Like, ain't gonna mean shit to me. Like the boxing gods is really gonna like do this nigga up, son.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens come September. I don't believe Sampson's fucking thing of we offered Canelo $55 million.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that because Sampson always tells ducktails. Plus, you're not gonna offer Canelo nothing. Like 55. What I've learned, what I've kind of learned these past couple of fights is now what Canelo's doing is his fights are being subsidized. I don't even think he offers his opponents anything. He's just gonna fight for the highest amount of whatever PBC or whatever promotional company wants to pay him. Basically, his fights are subsidized. So
they have to.
It is what it is
because he's in demand. They want that's like
he's not really in demand like that. Look, Canelo, there's Canelo fights on demand, but Canelo's not really in demand. Like, dude, if Canelo didn't fight the rest of this year, nobody would care because he's not fighting Benavidez.
Right, and just to bring back full circle,
Crawford, the only lifeline he has, honestly.
yeah, because I never I like, just to bring it back. I just don't want to ever hear Berlanga and Canelo being a fight that's being mentioned again, like ever. Like, not until Berlanga can actually ups his skills, his work rate, and his body.
He's better off just fighting Munguia on some like, yo, whoever wins out of Berlanga and Munguia get the Canelo fight.
And honestly, I'd be good with that because at least it would be someone. At least that would be because either that or even a Diego Pacheco. Like these are the fights right now for Berlanga. Like he's
dangerous.
Both
he ain't gonna get paid like that for that.
Well, I'm high on Pacheco. Even though I feel like Pacheco needs to get a little bit of his man strength, he would KO Berlanga. I think
he would. Yeah.
I mean,
dude, McCory would have lined him up late if he didn't get frustrated
and fouled.
Like Berlanga, just you see what Lubin did to this nigga in training. Like,
he dropped him bad. Yeah, he dropped.
People can say, "Oh, it's sport." Look, nigga. There's no way you could play a fight. Like, I don't like sparring is still a fight, nigga. I don't care what you're working on. You're not working on losing, right?
Right.
Then what the fuck? So if you get your ass whooped in sparring, that shit count. You can't unpunch yourself, nigga.
Right.
So all this shit about, well, we're sparring, nah, nigga. Then all right, let's beat your ass in sparring then, nigga. Now what? Let's see what we learn and find out there. Let everybody in ring game just get 3 rounds with you then, nigga. Like the fuck, man. Like, sorry ass nigga. Like, I'm tired of this fucking Berlin. What else we got to talk about? This mid ass motherfucker, like.
Yeah, no, we definitely had to give him some bars, man. But also, we also got, even though it took place at like 5:00 in the morning, I definitely gotta give shout outs to the Japanese card for Top Rank though, because right now they are, number one, although the main event, the winner kind of blew my parlay early, because he decided to be on some knockout shit though. But it was an entertaining card nonetheless when I actually. I know Pilot, he saw the whole thing live because he's an early bird on this motherfucker. So it's like he saw all that shit though. But like I said, it was entertaining as fuck. Koshi Tanaka, becoming a champion in I think it's 3rd division over Christian Bakasegwa, and that was a good little fight.
I think he became like one of the youngest, or one of the earliest 4 division or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, that was a good fight. And then Judo Nakatani is definitely making a push to be in a pound for pound top 10, by beating Alexandro Santiago. Because now, and funny thing is too, is I thought it would be more competitive than it was supposed to be because Santiago is no bitch. Like, I mean, he was able to take punishment from Donaire and win. So it wasn't like he was a tough guy. He had never been stopped before, and Nakatani pretty much just
first fight in that division too for Nakatani.
Yeah, like Japan be
champion in 6.
I swear Japan would be churning out these fighters left and right. They'd be going up to a division in the first fight, and it's completely dominating fighters that don't necessarily be dominated.
Yeah, Nakatani's special to me, but obviously he's got to keep doing his thing.
And then for all the people that like to say that Monster needs to fight Tank, not. Juto Nakatani is probably a more reasonable fight, and probably a fight that actually would happen.
Because he's tall. He's like I seen pictures next to him and Crawford and Thurman. He looks tall and big as those boys. You know what I'm saying? I know he's a 118 right now.
He's certainly punching like them. Jeez, like what the fuck? Like Santiago was like all busted up too. And I know P. I know you had him being a KO. Like I think it was like 7-12, but he stopped him at 6. I'm just like, that's that shit right there. That should have happened, man. But yeah, Nakatani.
10-12.
Huh?
Yeah, I had 10-12. So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he stopped him a little early. I was like, geez, and let's say he made it look easy though. So yeah, Juto Nakatani, man, that dude is gonna be a problem at bantamweight. And then had the main event with Monster Inoue's brother Takuma defending his bantamweight belt against Juran Ancajas, who he's probably getting up there in age, but he's still a tough guy. And if you told me that this Inoue would score a knockout down, put someone down for a 10 count, I would have said you were probably smoking rocks because.
By the way, real quick, I think Nakatani versus Emmanuel Rodriguez is the fight to make.
And that would be a good fucking
Rodriguez
fight.
will get fucked up.
Yeah, Rodriguez will get fucked up. Yeah, get super fucked up.
I hope he don't beef with nobody's dad this time.
Yeah, right.
Wait, so is brother in a way 118 or 115?
The brother anyway, Takuma, he's 118. He's a champion.
118. Okay, so Nakatani was, because I thought Nakatani was the main event, but obviously he got relegated to the
Well, because the Inoue name is the strongest
name,
Japanese boxing today. So they probably made one of them last minute decisions. It was like, look, Junta Nakatani, we respect you, but Monster is going to be carrying his brother's belt. Actually, he's going to be
look, nigga. Damn, they little broed him. They little broed him for the little bro.
Nakatani, by the way, because people are saying eventually Nakatani versus Inoue is a thing. Use that as motivation, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not like, shout out to the Inoues, but I'm not cool with now these motherfuckers now on some bullshit with their dog whistles of, oh, well, you see how Papa Shingo is with his kids and how he makes them be so respectful and how he's such a good trainer, but he's overlooked because he's not a loudmouth, attention-seeking trainer like like Bomac. Like, yo, shut the fuck up. We see what you're trying to say with that fucking dog whistle.
Whistle, like,
fuck out.
People just can't have it. It's not just focusing on Takuma Inoue knocking out someone who had never been knocked out before on some with a body shot, and they want to just make something extra, like, and that should have been the focus because Takuma, and first of all, he was out boxing.
What has Bomac done recently for even to get those bars or anything?
He ain't done anything. Yeah, he not even.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's one thing if dude was running his mouth yesterday or some shit, I could, even though it's still fucked up, you shouldn't say it. But I could somewhat understand if dude went off on somebody the other day or is recent, but just to come out of nowhere off of nothing and just make that statement is
especially when you're especially that idiot Dougie Fisher that's like, oh well, you motherfuckers voted for him. You voted for him for trainer of the year. So what the fuck does that say about the ring?
You're the head of the Ring Magazine editorial team.
What the fuck? You're basically you shitted on your own company and you didn't even realize it.
Yeah. Like, and this is why we can't take them serious no more. Like, Ring Magazine is just like, eventually another publication might emerge, but it's like, I don't care who y'all get over there, like no one's gonna change all the years of racist cooning and just misinformation and hatred, and it's just like y'all could bring back Langston Hughes and
I will say this. I will be paying attention to articles, whatever is written by, because now Jake Donovan is going to be working for the Ring. My good buddy Jake. I will definitely be tuning in and supporting Jake.
He's going to be the only worthwhile thing from Ring Magazine. That and the fucking the Best I Face series.
Yeah, the best, which is by far the best. I think the best I read from boxing in any type of boxing publication.
So those two things, yeah.
Yeah, Jake Donovan and hopefully Cliff Roll does some work with the Ring. Shout out to Cliff Roll, he's quality. And so the Ring will never change in the sense of it's like, you can have good cops in a police force, but we all know that the whole system and shit with police forces will never change. The Ring is what the Ring is. If you can get a couple people that could actually bring some respectability, cool. That's all I'm asking for, because I'm never expecting the Ring to just.
Well, shouts out to Jake Donovan. I think he just got with the Ring Magazine, so hopefully.
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Did we me and King P literally having the whole conversation?
I didn't hear that part.
What the fuck?
All right, fuck it. I got it.
I can't. All right.
Wow.
Continue.
That was classic.
That was a classic one. Like, we up here literally explaining the whole
Yo, we love you, bro. But you be funny, you a funny motherfucker.
Damn, nigga. What you be doing? How you not? He literally. We even went the whole like, yeah, these niggas ain't gonna have. They could get anybody credible. It ain't gonna change nothing. Da, 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 da. Then the niggas like, no, well, Jake is solid. He just got over there. This, that, da, 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 da. Like, yeah. Yo, shout out to Jake. Yo, real niggas, real shit. Salute. Yeah. Fuck the ring. Fuck all the other niggas. Da, da, da. Oh yeah, best is the best ever face series. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, da, 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 da. Didn't Pilot come through with the? You know what? Jake could probably change things. I heard he got over there like.
Yo, that was so fucking classic, yo.
Damn, bro. Like, wow. Like,
yeah, but yeah, shout out to at least Top Rank, with the quality Japanese card, though. Because like I said, Japan, because someone put a graphic where Japan only has 3 less world champions than the US. Currently. Yeah.
I seen that. The UK kind of low on that list.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, like Japan, you gotta be careful because Japan, like I said, because they keep coming out of the woodwork for some shit. Like you just never know. Give or take 5 years, they may have the most world champions by then. Like you never know. But
by the end of this year, who knows?
Yeah, and then also, again, shout out to Takuma for scoring. I think that was like plus 900 for Dude to score a knockout. So that also, yeah, if you put money on Dude knocking out Akajas, then salute for you. You want a payday, but you blew my parlay like early, so it's just like, hey, the game's the game, right? So yeah, like
I get one of these, damn.
I'm
betting on these women. I'm getting on the women boxing fights, right? But these niggas be fucking up though.
But speaking of, so next weekend though, we do have a doubleheader from Top Rank again. This time this will probably be my first card of the year. I'm going to live at Turning Stone Resort Casino, so I got a 4-hour drive ahead of me. Me and people were just saying, for him it's 4 hours to get there. For me, it's 4 hours. It's weird. It's all in that corner of upstate New York near Syracuse. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy though. But the main event though is definitely something because it's hard to see who actually in between Otabek Komatov and Ray Ford, and it's just like Ray Ford. Obviously he signed to Eddie and everything like that, and I have questions on him. Because obviously. There's the fight he should have lost against Edward Vasquez. Like, dude flat out got a gift and and was ornery about it though. But he does. After that, he does have the win over Diego Magdaleno and all that stuff like that. So he's a capable boxer. Like he's a capable boxer, puncher, and everything like that. And he's talented. And then you got Komatov, who is 11-0 with 10 knockouts. And if you see him fight though. That dude, he's a southpaw and he lets his hands go. Like, dude fights kind of wild for an Asian fighter. But it's one of those fights. It's just like, Ray Ford is not like, he's not like struggle or anything like that. But it's just like, can he take that power or can he actually try to like finesse boxing someone that's a power puncher like Komatov? P, what do you think?
Shit, I've been going back and forth on this. Like, this is a tough fight. You know what though? I think. See, the thing with Komatov is it's not only that like he's power. He's got the power. He's a big guy. Pause. And he definitely has a lot of activity. So, and he's well conditioned. So he's gonna come to fight all 12 rounds. The thing is that I actually think I will say I wasn't high on Ford. I thought he had some performances where I was like, when I went to I remember the first time I saw him was he fought on the when I went to the Teofimo Cambosos card, and he did not look impressive. Yeah, he did not look impressive at all. There was another fight where he just didn't like. There was a couple. He had a string of fights where he just did not look impressive. But since then, he's looked better. His last fight against what's his name, he looked really good. Pause. I think Ford will use his movement and he'll try to counter punch. He'll play keep away at times. So I could see one of the cards going to Komatov. But I think it's a thing of one thing I've noticed with Komatov though is that he can be hit, and the way he comes forward, will leave Ford plenty of opportunities to get off some shots, to counter punch. And I think the thing is that Ford will use angles because, like, the one thing I've seen with Komatov is he has a lot of like forward lateral, like forward movement, like going back and like he moves one way in a straight line, can't get off the line. Pause. So I think, and I heard because he has a knee issue, so like he wears a brace and all of that. So I think Ford's going to be able to take advantage of that and kind of just use movement and use angles, turn him around, punch, counter punch. And I think he'll do just enough to get the victory. I think it'll be a split decision type victory, to be honest with you. Like, I think Komatov will win one card, but I think Ford will edge it off. Like 116, 112, and 115, 113 for Komatov.
All right, there we go. Pilot, what about you?
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. I'm not too familiar with Komatov. I'm sure I've seen him a couple, 3 times, but I'm not really, I've seen more Ray Ford. But I've watched, done my homework, watching a little bit of Komatov highlights, and he looks like he looks like he might be the power puncher. I don't know if Ford has the speed to keep, the power to keep him off, but I think it's gonna be tough because I know, Pat, you mentioned that there was a couple. There's been a couple gifts. He got that draw and that W. Maybe he should have got his first L on, but he's looked good. After that, I feel like he's vindicated himself to look good since then. It'd be kind of ironic if Komatov, given that he's the in-house top-ranked fighter, gets a quote-unquote dispute decision. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Ford will, similar to King P. P, did you pick Ford or Komatov?
I picked Ford. I think he'll win a split decision.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the same. I think Ford will win a close decision. It'll be razor thin, but I think Ford will get the W in a close decision.
Yeah, and just looking at FanDuel's odds right now, Komatov decision is plus 360.
Komatov is actually the betting favorite. It's odd.
He is. So there might be value in actually putting money on Ford overall. Because right now, Ford is plus 116.
There's like two. I didn't realize until a couple days ago. There's like two 126 title fights on this shit.
Yeah, this one's for the vacant WBA featherweight title.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Komatov by KO is plus 172. A draw is plus 1280. Ford to win by decision is plus 200. And for
what was the KO one? I'm sorry.
Plus 200. For who? Komatov or Ford?
Komatov.
Komatov is plus 172.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Ford to win by decision is plus 200, so there's value in that. And then Ford to win by KO is plus 640.
I'm just looking at a picture with him side by side. Dude, Komatov is just as big as fucking Matias. What the hell? God damn.
Yeah, that's a big hard punching motherfucker though with work rate. So it's like, if honestly, like,
how the hell does he boil down to 126? God damn.
For some reason, for me, like I just feel like Komatov will probably will probably
put his foot in his ass.
Like, look, bully his ass. Yeah, like that's like
he gonna outwork him. He might stop him late, like, because I don't know. Like Ford is like, he be showing the skills and glimpses, but then he be hittable too. Like, he's always seemed like a guy who could be rough around the edges, but then he'll have his moments where he'll look clean, and then he'll just fall in between that somehow and just, I don't know, but this is a hard fight for him, yo.
Yeah, like that. Like I keep thinking about Edward Vasquez. Like, his Vasquez was outworking his ass. Like, was pointing hands on dude, and and it's just like, and Vasquez. The only problem is he's not a heavy-handed puncher. So that's the only thing I think that really kept Ford from actually getting KO'd, in that fight. But I just have the feeling that Komatov will probably walk Ford down and just. It'll be like a Matias fight and just grind dude down and like possibly stop him. Like that's just how I feel. Like I mean, and Komatov is it's just I'm not saying skill wise he's cool, but I do think more is just his physical characteristics will have kind of carried him to the reason why he's like 12-0 with 11 knockouts. And I don't think Ford is that creative or that physical to handle something.
Ford defense can't handle it. That's the thing. Like,
right.
And I don't think his offense is consistent enough, like steady enough to where like he could outmaneuver him and like he would have to have his best Keith Thurman impersonation to beat dude.
Facts.
And even then it would be one of those 115, 113 fights, and I don't see him on that level to do that. Like,
yeah, like so you basically you're like me. You're calling for the Komatov KO, right?
Yeah, I think he's gonna stop him late. The title fight, maybe get him out. Maybe anywhere between 8 and 12, but that's like a Comcast appointment, so I'll probably never it down. That's more like if I was to do a prop bet, I would do one between I'll probably do one between 6 and 8 and then 9 and 12.
Well, let's see. I'm just looking at because there's some group round betting. So for Komatov to win in the fight in between 7 and 12 is plus 290. For 7 to 8 is plus 750, 9, 10, 900, 11, 12, 1600. And if we have a Komatov 9-12, that's plus 550. So those are good odds for that.
Yeah, well, I'll be hitting you up later this week, bro. Cause you gotta get paid this week. But I don't really see like Ford kind of reminds me of what's his dude name? Ammo Williams.
Yeah.
Just the featherweight, the 126 version. Yeah. But the thing is, Ammo I feel has like a little more power. Like, he could kind of stand with guys a little more.
Right. No, you're right. Yeah. Ammo has a good enough power. And Ammo, considering the Ammo's background, like Ammo like should be close to a middleweight title shot. Like he's one of Eddie's original fighters, and he's
soon. Ray Ford is like he's a sweet scientist for the most part. I mean, he's that's his style. He's a outboxer.
But he fights like he a puncher though. Like
sometimes, yeah. But true. We know he's more of like a dude that'll get a decision more than a knockout. I'm just saying, regardless, he's more, you don't look for a KO like
he kind of falls in between. Like it's like.
But in this fight, he'll need to because again, he's Eddie didn't go for the purse bid, and this is they signed Komatov. They didn't sign Ray Ford. They signed Komatov. So
that defense got to clean up then, because he be too hittable. Like if boxing's your thing, you got to box in a way where you're not being exposed like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets exposed. He gets hit. Yeah, so that's my thing. Like if you start catching fades early against a workhorse with power, like a heavy-handed guy, and he's gonna damn Glenn Johnson your ass, then that's not a good sign early, bro. Because then it's like you gotta run him into something to stop him. You gotta hurt him, and a lot of times it's hard to hurt a guy he's got his momentum. Like, unless you're like a real pure puncher type guy, like I'm talking about like example, Oscar Valdez and Burchell.
Right.
Like Oscar Valdez could crack.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you could crack, maybe, but then you have to line niggas up. Like you gotta be able to stand and deliver sometimes. So right. But we'll see. It's an interesting fight, but I agree with Pat on this. I see a late K. I want to say the 8th round. Like I don't, or fuck.
See, I think he'll get rid of Ford in 10.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
fucking see that. Damn, but hold on, is that? Am I getting them? But you know what? I don't know if this is if the universe sending me a message, but it may be 7. Like
No.
the reason being, like today, like you know, I was coming from training my students at the park.
Right.
These niggas was late, so I knew I had to whoop both their ass when they got here. But because I waited for like maybe 30 minutes, so that's how late this kind of run. Like, I mean, them being late got I'm late for y'all niggas. You know what I mean? But anyways, like one, they both hit me up at the same time. My dude hit me up, was like, "Yo, I'm 7 miles away." Then Shorty hit me up right after that text. I'm 7 minutes away. They both said 7, and I'm just like, that's some crazy shit, right?
Right.
Who would like back to at the same time? Like, 7-round knockout, nigga. Fuck it.
There you go. Now the other co-main, which is also for a title. I mean, I honestly, this one should probably. I mean, I think
Be the main event.
Yeah.
This one should be the main event.
No, it shouldn't be the main event. No. But I think
okay.
this one should end in a knockout with with current IBF featherweight champion Luis Alberto Lopez, who again, like, dude is streaking something serious right now. Like,
Donato is crazy.
Yeah, dude is a real problem right now. Like, and he's facing a Japanese fighter. And I've only watched one of his fights, which with him, with watching him beat Kiko Martinez.
So this is gonna be a good ass fight then.
Yeah, Rhea Abbey. Now, Rhea Abbey is one of those fighters because he's one of those. He's a mover. Like he has average power, but he was able to frustrate Kiko Martinez, which is, I mean, granted, it's not a hard thing to do because Kiko Martinez, but he still. I mean, he won over distance. And he managed to bust him up a little bit. But Lopez, though, is something special right now because dude is like laying the hand of God on some of these fighters.
And he's a mover too.
Yeah, he is so awkward. Is it me? Like, because I was watching some of the pad work he had on Twitter. He has an awkward fucking style, but it works. I'm just saying, he comes out awkward the way he punches. Everything's awkward with him. He's not your typical Mexican fighter, but it works for him. So
yeah, like
he's like an awkward Freitas or something.
Like, he throwing his punches weird, but that shit be coming out. Out of nowhere.
He'd be fucking up some of these people. Like, he's fine. Like,
yeah,
Joaquin Gonzalez got fucked up. Michael Conlon got super fucked up.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, Warrington got fucked up enough to where Warrington may have probably won that fight, but it was one of those things.
Yeah, that's the only fight he didn't just run away with, but everybody else been getting fucked up.
Yeah, like Gabe Fuller Jr.
That works.
Yeah, dude has been on a roll. Like, he's been handing out like some serious punishment with these fights. And like Abby, like, I mean, I just watching him fight Kiko, like, I know that's not going to be. I mean, I'm not saying Abby because Abby is a mover, and I know for one of the big flaws with Lopez is he does gas out. So it's like, and it does, he gasses off over movement, and it does take a while for him to get his second win. But
that's the thing, he moves a lot too sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's
like I feel like I have to worry about him. I feel like he can walk. He can cut the ring off of somebody. His style, I feel like he wouldn't have an issue.
He does. That's how he moves. He moves a lot offensively and defensively.
Mm-hmm. But and that's it. I mean, like I said, it could either be a spectacular knockout or Abby kind of frustrates him with his own movement because dude does it like that. He moves like left and right, up and down.
Honestly, I think this is going to be a sucky fight. To be honest with you, this is going to be. I don't know. The style's going to make it a very fight.
I mean, there's that possibility too. Like I feel like this fight will only be good if somebody gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like if they can't get away from each other, this fight will be good.
Right, and then
But if they can, then yeah, King P right.
Yeah, I mean, Abby right now is a sizable underdog at plus 520 with Lopez.
Wow.
Yeah, Lopez is a minus 850 favorite. So in terms of method of victory, Lopez to win by decision is minus 102. By Lopez KO is plus 168 because, Abby has not been KO'd before. A draw is plus 1500. Abby to win by points decision is plus 750. And for him to stop, Lopez would be plus 1200. And that would be crazy to actually do.
Yeah, I don't see that. Like,
this is one of the better cards. I'm sorry, I was looking at BotTrack. This is kind of one of the better filled cards they have. I felt like, with notable names. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, and then on there, they have someone who I've tried to be high on because he was the original BLK Prime fighter.
Brian Norman Jr. He's fighting Boca Chica, which is a good welterweight fight, kind of.
But Brian Norman Jr. has been underwhelming. I saw him live. When I went to see Johnny Rice and Guido Vianello, but
he's supposedly known for giving Bud problems, but like in sparring. But I ain't seen him give a welterweight problems.
No, he be struggling. Like
he's been on Top Rank. He's supposed to be a power puncher, but he ain't got a knockout since.
Yeah, like every single time, ever since he signed to Top Rank, he's been struggling. Like he looks trash. Like and
it's there for a taking because obviously they lost Bud. They don't have a welterweight really, so it's like this is your chance, but you having struggle fests.
Yeah, like he hasn't killed anyone since he went to Top Rank. Like dude is like he has 19 knockouts. Like he hasn't stopped not one person. Like it's like
Bull Chico. We seen him on Showbox. He lost to Villa in a good fight too. He was just on Pro Box, so the guy he's facing, he could beat him. I mean,
honestly, yeah. Honestly, I mean, if I was to pick an upset, Boca Chica could probably pull that shit off. Because Brian Norman, like I just don't see it with that guy at all. Like I was trying to figure out what the hype was because he was on BK, he was fighting on BK Prime, and
he gave Bud some hard work on spar and whatever that means,
but whatever that means, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just like I'm just not a believer in that guy.
Y'all niggas, man, talk about whatever that means. Oh my god!
I mean, it's Crawford, bro. Like he's one of the baddest niggas.
But Crawford, we seen Crawford be hittable early and shit, nigga. Like, look, like honestly, I could believe that happening more than I could believe Lamont Peterson beating up Floyd before the Bradley fight.
But it happened though. That's true.
But nigga, I don't think that don't mean I can believe it, nigga. Like, who confirmed that? Like, is there video? Like,
Spotter for beating up Floyd Mayweather. Y'all heard about that one, right?
Yeah, Spatty beating up Floyd. Yeah, I mean,
but there's video. I've seen that.
Yeah, the video's out there. Yeah.
The Peterson shit just came out of nowhere. And I've never seen people even confirm it like that. Like the Spence shit, niggas confirm, talk like different people, Spence himself, but the Peterson shit was just. It came out of nowhere, and then niggas was using that to be like, "Yeah, he's gonna beat the shit out of Bradley." I'm just like, really? Like,
I mean, it might have been. It might have been one of those points where Peterson had because he had low T, so he might have been on his shit, and gave Floyd some work that day.
Oh, so that's why Floyd wanted the whole. Oh, it makes sense now. So he got a taste of like a juiced up nigga. Pause. And so he was like, so when Manny came around, and then his pops up here like, hey, yo, this little nigga too raw. Like, hold on, will he be Hatton, Cotto? Nah, nigga, he ain't fighting my son. Fuck that. Test this motherfucker. Oh, that's okay. It was the Peterson sparring sessions.
Yeah.
Now this sounds more believable. Okay. Y'all, wow, like y'all convinced me now. Yeah. I definitely believe it now. I definitely believe he gave Floyd some work now. It makes sense.
Yeah, and then that's good. And then also on the card, you have one Troy Isley who we all believe Top Rank is trying to get rid of this dude for some odd fucking reason. Like,
they got him against a killer, or who they got him against?
They got him against the other Hernandez, Marcos Hernandez. Like last time, it was Vladimir Hernandez.
The prospect.
And dude was fighting for his fucking life and career in that
damn fight. That's tough. That's a tough fight, man.
Yeah, that's another Marcos Hernandez again is another one. This record 16-6. Like dude is still a tough fucking fighter. Like they
Nico Ali. It looks like too.
Yeah, like yeah. I don't know what I actually don't know why they don't like Troy Isley so much. Like in terms of all the people that are on that fucking card, I don't know why Troy Isley is the one that they really want to get rid of, and for some fashion, like they really want to get rid of him. So they put him in all these fights. So they hope that he gets beaten. Like this shit is crazy to me.
They low key treat him like Gamboa when they had Rama.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but again, like Isley, I guess it's one of those things. Like, as Marcos Hernandez is upset minded, like you can't really sleep on him all that much, So I like and then you have Rohan Polanco, who's again good one of the good prospects, and then Floyd Cashflow Diaz, and then Nico Ali Wash, who is fighting in there too. So it's like they got their names on there. So
this is one of the
this is a pretty good card.
Has one of the has some of the more the competitive prospect fights you'll see that the top rank guys will have.
Oh yeah, it's the Polanco got a good opponent.
He's pretty nice.
Good opponent. So yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, this should be entertaining. I'm glad I'm actually gonna be able to watch this shit live. So this should be a good night of fights. And of course it's only on ESPN Plus. Which is weird too. Again, like, I don't understand why Top Rank would just put something on ESPN Plus, but not regular ESPN. But we've had this conversation before on how ESPN treats boxing. It's weird.
Now this would be the card of the year type shit, and then motherfuckers gonna be looking stupid.
Yeah, yeah. If it's true, or they'll do a little blub. Like, hey, we're gonna re-air this on regular ESPN, like they did for Zepeda and Baranchek.
It's like if anybody knew anything of boxing in that office, they would have known, like, hold on, this has potential to be a good ass fight. Put this on regular ESPN.
Yeah, no. Instead, they had to re-air that shit because that shit had so much fucking buzz for the type of fight it was, and they end up looking stupid. Because this should have been on regular ESPN. The fuck you talking about? What the fuck is all this ESPN Plus shit? What I'm saying? But this should be a good card. I think it's the only boxing this coming weekend. But it's gonna pick up because after that it'll be Joshua and then Ngannou, and that has a whole bunch of buzz and attention. We'll talk about that next week. But I think that's pretty much it for boxing for this week. Is there any other boxing stuff?
Oh, let me ask you this. Did you see the Clarissa Shields fight? I only saw
yes, I did see it. And honestly, if there's one thing I got to take away from it, honestly, Clarissa Shields probably needs to stop doing it because she almost got her arm snapped in that fight. Old girl had her arm getting ready to be dislocated and broke at one point.
I gotta give Clarissa Shields a lot of credit for that. She's tough because anyone else would have tapped out immediately.
Yeah,
for her to even last that long.
Yeah, old girl had her in that arm bar, and that shit, she was cranking that shit. I was
a lot of people got to realize shit like that, like arm bars and Kimura locks. Like, this shit hurts. This ain't like you're going to be holding on for 3 minutes trying to power out. No, if you're not out by 15 seconds, you're risking your shit fucking snapping. The fact that she held on for that long, that is crazy. I gotta salute her for that.
Yeah, that's
you can say whatever you want about Shields and how annoying she can be, but she's tough, and I'll never question her toughness.
Yeah, I was just fuck me, and she won the split decision in that fight too, though. But it was just obviously
was it? That's what I'm asking for. Was it really a split decision, or they gave the other girl more credit, or what?
I will say this though: Shields came close to knocking her, out near the end of the fight though, because she was teeing off on her.
Yeah, I think that's the clip they keep showing, and I'm like, God damn, she was really, because even that last punch was on some nigga, take that.
But the thing is too, I'm also hearing too that her arm did get fucked up in some fashion from being put in that armbar for so fucking
probably
long.
Got hyperextended or something.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm thinking to myself, for someone who's a boxer too, like you have to be careful being put in them damn locks because she's still a novice. Like, she has hand skills, but her grappling skills are not really there. Like, and whatnot. So it's like, you get put in there. Like people, I know she won't tap too because obviously if she tapped, then her social media will be the trolls and everything that people who don't like her will probably let her have it. So I think that's part of the reason why she.
That's more important than them saving your arm and you use your arm to box. Like, oh my god! Like,
I mean, bro. Like, I mean, so,
was the money worth it? Like, what was the purse? Like, you'll never find the purse of these shits.
I mean, for her, I mean, in boxing, she doesn't make $1 million. I mean, she only makes like $500,000 at most. Like, it's not like she makes.
How many niggas is making that? Like, we not gonna sneeze at that now.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure PFL probably pays her a good pay because just for the notoriety of having an active women's boxing champion fight for them. Certainly. I mean, certainly she's no Clay Collard, nigga. So so
well, maybe I think that was like the whole PFL PFL versus Bellator or whatever. So
it's in Saudi Arabia, isn't it?
Yeah, that was Saudi.
So she probably did get broke. So she probably is.
I mean, they had
she was on the free card before the pay-per-view or something.
Friends Nagano, John Jones, they had people out there for that shit.
Yeah, I just remember. Yeah, it wasn't Saudi Arabia. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure she probably made a payday. She made more than enough. Else, I'm pretty sure she would be complaining about it by now. But seriously though, she's tough. But honestly, she needs to be very careful about facing someone who, because she is already people want to break something on her, like and just see her arm crack like that. I was like, yeah, let's try throwing a jab with arm problems. Like that's gonna be it's not gonna be like it's not detrimental. It's detrimental.
Yeah. That's all them perv niggas like. Hey, that ass though.
yeah, right. But yeah, she won though. I mean, like it was a close fight, but she won.
Because split decision. I mean, somebody thought that other shorty won. That's what I'm just like.
Yeah, tough though. I have to give her props. Though. Tough for to grinning out that submission and not like tapping or anything like that. Because like I said, she was very close to going viral with the arm break. She was very, very close.
And I see now like. They were showing an overhead view of her punching, and really what her problem is, she doesn't really rotate her hips on her punches. She's an arm shoulder puncher, so she gives the impression like she's throwing hard, but she's not putting all of that big body behind her shots. So it looked like she's throwing hard. But her body, her true body, what she weighs is never behind her punches.
Right. I mean, for an MMA fighter,
you can see, but it stood out more in the MMA because the way they film it.
Right.
Whereas boxing, it's little. The cameras move different, so you don't see it as obviously as in MMA. But the MMA, it didn't. And plus, with the smaller gloves, it really stands out.
Right. And on top of that, I mean, obviously just being a boxer and it's her discipline and whatnot, most MMA fighters can't really handle that, when they get hit by a boxer. Like, they, for the most part, they all, they have funny reactions to it. So it's like, it's
a proper punch. It's just, she's just missing that one. She's just missing the lower half of her body in the punches. That's all it is. I know people could, but that's how boxing works. Like, you could win gold medals, world titles, be undisputed, and you could still have a fundamentally bad habit.
Right.
That's wrong. And yes, what she's doing is wrong because I could see it clearly. Like, there's no hip rotation at all behind her punches. At all. Because the way she was wailing on that broad, she was supposed to drop her.
Yeah, right.
Like, dude, I've seen chicks in the street. If they get them type of hits on, man, my timeline is full of them broads getting knocked out like that. So it's like you can't tell me you got all that at that size. Like Shorty look like she's like 180.
Right.
Like
And it's
I've always said, listen, like I've always said, and I won't like to me, she's a female Tim Bradley, especially how she punches.
Yeah.
Very Tim Bradley like.
that flailing type of girl. No, that's mine.
Like her, and I mean Sean Porter too. I feel like they're physically strong. They're just,
Well, no, I think Bradley is a better comparison than Porter because I don't think she doesn't smother her work like Porter.
What I'm saying, they're physically strong, but they're just not strong punchers. It's weird. I mean, I just mean in that regard.
See, the thing is, like, and the reason why I put Porter above both of them in punches, because for some reason Porter still every now and then with his style,
He'll crack.
he puts his body behind his punches.
Mm-hmm.
When he's not smothering and he has to throw overhands or those left hooks, he's putting body into them. So I mean, what do you think he was rocking Spence with?
Yeah,
I get it, but he sucks at gauging the distance.
Bradley don't really do that. Like Bradley only has one punch that he puts his body in, and this that overhand right he throws.
right.
And you see these caught dudes with it, like Edner Cherry, who else? Junior Witter,
Yeah.
Abregu,
Casamayor.
So he has it, but he doesn't. It's not a consistent punch.
Mm-hmm.
And when he throws a straight right, he doesn't drop his knee enough to really put the force. So yeah, but yeah, you're right. Because see, the thing is, Porter doesn't flail like Bradley and Clarissa Shields do. Like Porter might smother his work, but he never just flails. Like he looks at what he's punching at.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can tell sometimes. Yeah, like you can tell sometimes Shields and Bradley, they're punching, they're doing the motions to punch, and they're like they could be whatever, but they're motioning punching. That ugly flailing ass shit. But hey, I mean, it won them fights, but that's the thing. Like you can have other things that you're good at in boxing where it can make up for those flaws. So. But yeah, but Pat Wright, like if you're gonna be in, you got she has to punch better in MMA in order to really keep doing that. Because if the competition get better and she's not dropping these broads, they going to try to break a leg or try to break an arm or a shoulder or whatever the fuck.
She has taken an L before, but obviously, yeah, if she eventually,
she
might meet her maker. She might meet her maker. Really,
She's also
very. You could take an L and lose an arm, or lose you could really take an L. Like no Cool J. I'm just saying, in boxing, you could take an L and it's like, okay, you got a black eye. Unless nigga really beat your ass, but you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that shit is real though. But again, salute, but it's still salute her for doing this and going back to boxing. So, but yeah, I think she has to be very careful about how she does all these.
Because remember, you lose. You see, anybody else, they just losing one paycheck. She losing two paychecks,
right?
MMA and boxing. So it's like.
Yeah,
you gotta get these broads out of here, yo. You can't be throwing 1,000, killer instinct combos and shit, and then, they still here. Not when they could damn, endanger your money makers and.
Yeah. Straight up, yo.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to watch the fight, see what it is.
Word.
It's on it's on the zone. What is it on?
It was on the zone. So
okay.
Yeah, but if you go on YouTube, I'm pretty sure it's probably up there now. But it aired on the zone.
All right, word. All right, thanks.
But yeah, I think that's about it, man. Because I know my stomach's growling, so I want to get some.
Yeah, ain't nothing else. Nothing else happened. I don't even think we had any decent Twitter polls or anything. So.
But trust me, though. But we'll be back though on Thursday with the music. With music playlist battles. And although YouTube, though, I'm kind of upset they're kind of hating hard on the reason why, because obviously P and Rome had a good playlist battle, but YouTube didn't like one of the songs, and and
Fair
usually
use. It was fair use.
yeah, it was
They was hating.
yeah. So like it's there, people, and we're working to try to get that enabled on YouTube again. But yeah, they just didn't like they didn't like the Future song on there, so. They decided to ban it in all territories, which means I can't even make it public anymore. It's there, but I have to work. I have to dispute it. So if you're looking for that, that's the reason why.
Hey, can we edit the video? Go in there and mute that cut, or
yeah, we can
paste the picture of Future in Jersey.
Yeah, I can mute the song, or I might try to dispute it first because it's fair use. But if not, then I'll just mute it, and then hopefully we can enable it again.
So we just tell niggas like, all right, pull up another browser and just listen to this song real quick.
It was a hell of a battle. So it's a shame.
Yeah, so that's why I was surprised too, because we've done so many variations of having music on our podcast and stuff like that, and that's the first video that I got banned.
We even reviewed Future album before, like damn, Future, like chill, nigga.
But yeah, though. So final thoughts before we get up out of here. LB, since you came a little late, I'll let you do yours first.
Hold on. When's that card? That card we previewed previous was Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday, yeah.
What 10:30?
Probably 10.
You late, motherfucker. All right, cool. That's decent. Yeah, all right. Nah, there's more content on the way. We posted up more shorts and shit and videos on YouTube. You already know, because I got the illest students in the world.
Yes,
taking over, because it's leveling up, getting better, sharper, and get that defense. And gonna be all pretty as me out there in that bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, looking forward to this Saturday. Some good little boxing card. See what's up with that. More shit. Me and Prolific working on some. So I'll hit that nigga up right now. Actually, when he get that done, what I'll probably do is I'll preview it on the IG story. So y'all gotta make sure y'all follow me on IG. The Shuttleworth or the Soul Wars, whatever. Like you'll see it, but because I might preview it there if I drop it on Twitter.
Word up.
Make y'all work for that shit. But the other thing, this Thursday, the battle is me and but we got like some new categories. We're gonna have the Manny Fresh production joint, the Kanye joint. We gonna
lady cut, girls
cut. Yeah, salute the ladies. You know what I mean?
Group record.
Group record. We gonna have that because we all listen to lots of rap groups.
What was it? I forgot what the fifth one. There's a fifth one in it. I forgot what it was.
Oh, my favorite. This song.
Oh, this record. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Woo. So
we got some. I know what you. Well, I'll talk about it after. All right. Okay.
we got a good one lined up for Thursday. So we gonna see. We definitely gonna see how that is, and we gonna get in the mind of Pilot and see what he be listening to, and he be having his adventures in Nemo's Slumberland and shit. The high ass nigga. So I guess we looking forward to that, and that about it. Then make sure you fucking follow us, retweet, like our shit, like you normally do. Let's see. Oh, shout out, salute Karma Serena. See you. So you was laughing.
Yeah, she laughed during that Pilot little incident.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, that was classic. Shout out to that nigga. Yeah, damn. But yeah, that was a good little episode. Appreciate it. Sorry I was late, y'all, but I was doing real boxing, instead of talking boxing. But it's good to do both.
It is. It is. Absolutely, man. So, Pilot, your final thoughts.
Yeah, I don't got much. It was a good short show today. You know, boxing was cool. Boxing next week's is all right. And we're the best. You know, shouts out to everybody. Don't be jumping NFL quarterbacks that were beasts because you might get your ass whooped and live in infamy. So,
Shout out to Cam Newton.
Yo, honestly, that shit looked like the last scene of The One with Jet Li. All those niggas running up the hill trying to fight him, and Jet Li is like,
that's insane. I need to hear.
nigga, no, look, go to the end of that movie, Jet Li, The One, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about if you remember it when he gets transported to that other multiverse, and it's a bunch of niggas criminals, and they're like, oh. Yeah, we about to fuck your shit up, and they started going after him, and he's like, "That's how it looks." I'm sorry, but yeah,
no, you're good. Yeah, but you know, shout out to everybody. Have a good week. It's the last month of Black History Month, and celebrate it. Enjoy it safely. That's all I got.
Word up, though. P, what about you, bro?
Did you say the last month of Black History Month? What?
The last week I'm in.
Last week, bro.
I'm gonna say what?
These niggas said like, all right, this is the final month of Black History ever.
I'm like, wait, are we getting what? Yeah, confused me for a minute. But anyways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, if they give us when they give us reparations, I think they'll do some shit like that.
Probably, unfortunately. This was a good Sunday Punch episode. You know what I'm saying? So always good to do boxing on Sundays. So no football. So we get our boxing on Sundays. Of course, this dude would. Of course, you're like, yes. Well, you know,
wearing an apron with that fist pump. Shit.
Get the fuck out of here, those sorry ass Eagles, nigga. I throw a football. I throw a spiral at a fucking eagle if I see one, nigga.
Nigga, shut up, yo, with your throw a spiral at eagle.
I get that shit a buzz cut. That shit go.
Stupid, yo.
Nigga hating on me because I got my braids and shit.
But yeah, nice episode. You know what I'm saying? Good show. Good weekend of boxing. Let's hope for some more good weekends of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pat. Going up next week to do some work. We Ring Gang in the building.
Yes,
so
sir.
we gonna be at these fights. So just look out for us and look out for more content. And I just gotta say, it was just brought to my attention. Somebody sent me a clip of some random nigga going around in the Bronx, you know, my hometown, going around just hitting people with fucking Diamond Dallas Page diamond cutters. Yo, fuck around and do that shit to the wrong person and watch what's gonna happen.
Yeah, watch this brain.
Do that in the
street.
Yeah, come to the bodega and try to diamond cutter someone. Go fucking diamond cut your ass out the fucking building. Like,
yeah,
are you banning him or are you welcoming him?
No, I mean he could come in, but he can't fucking do any diamond cutters to anybody. So
yo, I swear,
bro, he gonna get.
How about RKO? No, neither.
No.
Yo, what the fuck,
First off,
he's like, no, the pedigree.
First off, same thing, same fucking thing. So we're not doing nothing. I love wrestling, but take that wrestling shit somewhere else. Can't be running up people trying to do wrestling moves. Fuck around and you're gonna get knocked out.
I swear, people be doing a lot of shit for clout, man. I swear, social media, we have people doing some stupid shit, you know, for clout, man. Like, people be able to understand, though, there's real life consequences for chasing clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, motherfuckers gotta understand that this social media shit ain't real. Like, you motherfuckers gotta cut all that bullshit out. Like, you know, like Ring Gang is real on social media, but it doesn't mean other, you know, everything is. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta learn the difference. So you can't be approaching strangers any old different way and thinking that you won't get fucked up. Because if someone gets murdered or seriously injured, then like, hey, they chase that shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Yeah. But outside of that, you know, this is a good.
That's all I got to say.
Oh, sorry, Pete. Yeah, that was
go ahead. No, that's all I got to say. You know, take it away. Pause.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, it was a good little show. Like I said, it felt good to do it on a Sunday, you know, like I said, because it's, you know, like I said, you got to fill some voids, you know, for the next 6 months or so. Gotta, obviously there's still ringing stuff for me, so it's always ringing 24/7, 365. So there's always things for me to do, but outside of that, I gotta, there's gotta be, I gotta do other things. I gotta adjust. But more shit along the way. Looking forward to the playlist battle on Thursday. Looking forward to driving up to Verona, New York on Friday afternoon. 4 hours and all though, but it should be like a pleasant ride. I get to stop by Roy Rogers. That's always a treat for me. Because I was like, I fuck with, that's one of my weird vices. I love Roy Rogers. But yeah, stop there and gamble and taking the sides. I'm pretty sure I'll probably see some fighters. Hopefully I'll get a couple of interviews on the spot. So yeah, it should be a good time. But yeah, so for myself, Pat Scorpio, New England representative, for LB, sort of with the God, the Go Artist, aka Light Skin Time, LST for the ladies, for King P, Bodega P, and for Conscious Pilot. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
LST.